This is a really exciting time for everybody, particularly for the fans, because this is their team moving forward. This is the team that they'll be building a relationship with over the next 1 year or more. For us, it's exciting because we'll be working with a new group of players. There may be some individuals who we've worked with before, but given that a lot of us have been on the international cricket scene for a while, we are fairly familiar with pretty well all the international players already at some level. The excitement comes from the young Indian talent that's being brought into the franchise, and I think that's what most people look forward to, is exposing new talent, bringing it to the fore and identifying who's going to move forward with their careers beyond the IPL. So for me, that's extremely exciting. The day after like I said, the day after the auction is when things really start heating up for us, because that's where we need to form a relationship with every player that we've identified in the auction and purchased in the auction. And for me, it's about understanding their physical, the whole physical side of that player. I need to have a very in-depth history of their physical capabilities, their injury histories, as well as their training and playing loads leading up to the tournament. We are very particular about identifying training loads, because it means that we have an understanding then of entering the IPL period, which are the players that perhaps need to be rested, which are the players that need topping up in terms of cricket load, as well as identifying certain injury areas that may be of concern. So we need to identify risk factors very early on for those individuals and manage them appropriately. So our work becomes day one after the auction is when we start to really put our heads together about how we're going to manage this squad overall. The international players, like I said, we're normally fairly comfortable with their current status, but it's the new group of young Indian players that we will then bring together, physically screen them, and get a much better understanding of how they are physically as well, and where their potential injury risk areas may lie, and deal with those appropriately. The one thing we've always been proud of at Rajasthan is the fact that we can create a team environment that is conducive to positive outcomes. And that's the key to any successful team, is the environment that you build within the dressing room. That environment is built by the individuals who are within that dressing room and how they are managed. It is also built by the environment we create for them outside of the dressing room. And in a tournament like the IPL, where there's a lot of travel, there's a lot of logistical issues that could arise during an IPL, and for the management team to ensure that the journey of that player is smooth and certainly unrestricted, makes has a big impression on the group as a whole. I think the most successful teams that I've worked with are the ones that have had the best environments within the dressing room. And Rajasthan Royals consistently throughout the journey that we've had has consistently had the best dressing room environment that I've been involved in, whether successful or not. The main idea is to ensure that you maintain that dressing room positive environment, whether you are winning or losing. And we certainly know that if you can maintain a positive environment for a longer period of time, then success will always come.